just gotta compose myself. I'm not really good at this.
I'm not either.
Sorry, it makes me
I'm just following you, whatever you do.
Bro, we're just two idiots.
Probably.
Someone's gonna watch these two idiots. I'm excited about that. I'm Roger Dupre with Eastwood. Welcome back to Texas Tea. I'm with Charlie, aka CJ Tran. And where did you get CJ from again?
Business in Pasadena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
CJ, oh right, CJ Market. Yeah.
CJ's Meat and Seafood Market.
CJ's Meat and Seafood Market. But didn't you say it was like a bowling name too?
Yeah, I use this for my bowling name.
Okay, so bowling and meat. That's what you use.
So CJ Tran is actually my bowling name.
All right. Well, anyways, now that we have everyone's name in order, I'm over here at Kray Cray
Cajun House.
Cajun House, and this is off of Jones Road.
Jones and West, 290s.
In Jersey Village. Right?
Jersey Village.
Technically Jersey Village.
Yeah.
And this is the best spot you can come to for Louisiana comfort food.
Cajun food?
Cajun food.
Comfort?
Comfort food? Cajun
fine.
food? Is it called comfort or whatever?
If you're comfortable.
I was comfortable while I was eating it.
I'm good.
Charlie, CJ, actually gave me a tour of the food. It was an amazing experience, and I was very full as of 5 minutes ago, but I'm probably going to get some more later.
But you say you full though, but you say you're not impressed.
No, I said that. What do you mean I said it?
I'm just pressing.
Making me look terrible on this. So far, this interview is going great. So basically, man, I wanted to kind of talk about where you came to at this point, because obviously when I met you before, you were operating the meat market. That was back in 2013, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I met you then. Obviously, I was able to help out, and we kind of stuck in contact. But then around, 2016, 2017, things kind of went a little sideways, and then you got to
Well, I wouldn't say sideways. I went downhill.
Downhill. Okay,
Downhill, then I had to crawl uphill. Now I'm crawling uphill.
Hey, look, the come up, the glow up. I'm waiting for CJ's glow up.
Yeah.
So really just kind of want to know how you've essentially gotten from there to here. So first and foremost, you started that in 2013, as I said. So you were working for your brother out east in Louisiana.
Yeah, that was before I came here to Texas.
And that was Cajun food as well.
Cajun food, yes.
So Cajun food is in your blood.
It's in my blood, you know. I was born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, so I'm a coon ass.
Nolans.
So I worked there for 4 years, for my brother 4 years. Then I came over here for my wife, and that's when I first opened CJ's in 2013, January 2013. Lasted about 4 years. 4 years, yeah.
So you came for your wife, so I could say technically it was
happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. But you came here about a girl, so you moved to Houston about
just about.
What's that from that movie, Good Will Hunting?
Is it? I never watched it.
Never watched it?
I never watched it.
That's one of the best. Oh my God.
I never watched it.
If I knew this earlier, we would have never been friends.
That's all right. Just come for the food, it's okay.
That's fair. Just be a customer, not a friend. I feel you.
Hey, we gotta get paid somehow.
All right, so you come to Houston. You obviously had that experience in Cajun food. What made you decide, like, look, I'm gonna open this seafood and meat market?
Well, at that time I was trying to bring the New Orleans styles to Houston, but it's not really Houston. It was Pasadena.
Right.
So Pasadena was more like. Well, the front of Pasadena is more of Hispanics, and toward out Fairmont is more diverse.
Right.
So, you know, I was in the beginning stage of it, or the front part of it.
Yeah.
So it's more Hispanics, and then they don't know what Cajun food is until I brought it.
Okay.
You know?
So you brought Cajun food.
Yeah.
So I've never.
I was trying to take New Orleans styles and bring it to Texas.
Got you.
Yeah.
So you're the only reason why Cajun food is in Houston, right?
Oh, they got plenty of Cajuns.
Cajun.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I remember how it was set up. You had the meat market, and then you obviously had the food on the side. And I remember you always told me not to bother you around lunchtime because you were putting your magic in the food.
I was trying to.
Very focused.
Normally every day I have caters to Lyondale Basile plant out there.
Oh yeah.
So there was a big contributor to CJ's meat market.
Okay,
You know, so
shout out to Lyondale.
Yeah, so I try to take care of them because they take care of me. You know, like I say, every day from 11 to 1, I focus on them because they have so many people working there.
Right.
So and then I do deliver to them. So that's how I got started, you know.
So Lyondell, obviously a continuous repeat customer.
Yes.
Like I always kind of ask this with, especially with restaurants. What would you say is the number one reason why they kept coming back for
Customer service.
customer service?
Just like Chick-fil-A.
Just
Thank
like
you, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Do you say pleasure a lot? My pleasure.
Yeah. If you go there and you sit at Chick-fil-A for an hour, you see how they operate.
Yeah.
It's the number one thing is customer service.
Yeah.
Out of all the fast food chain, you will not see that. I promise you.
No, I know that's right.
Yeah.
Not trying to throw.
No, not throwing anybody off the bus. But if you don't believe it, go sit at Chick-fil-A for an hour and you'll see.
But all we're saying is if Chick-fil-A was open on Sundays, they'd be really crushing it. They'd be really
Well,
crushing
everybody want a
Sundays.
day off too, just like you. You want a day off to play poker, right?
That's true.
I want a day off to drink.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Priorities. And you were trying to get me drunk before, so
No, I
get
haven't.
it. You said one beer. I know where that leads to. Next
Well,
thing you know, I'm not even going to be able
I mean,
to
this thing's only about 30 minutes long, so how many can you drink in 30 minutes? 2.
Challenge accepted.
Well, it depends. If you're drinking shots, it's different, but beer, how many beer can you drink in 30 minutes?
I don't know. How many can you drink in 30 minutes?
I drink 1. Just 1.
Just one?
Try to be professional.
CJ, always professional. 1 beer per half an hour.
Yeah. But don't blow.
But don't blow.
Because the cops say was 1 beer per hour, so don't blow.
That's true. Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer.
Yeah.
So,
Be responsible.
be responsible. 1 beer per hour.
Yeah.
Don't follow CJ, but he is professional. Don't forget,
Yeah.
professional CJ. So, obviously, always customer service. And I noticed that whenever I came into the market, pretty much customers always first. Always. It always seemed like you were going out of your way to help them out, see what they needed. So, of course, we had the downturn in natural gas and in oil and gas in general. You had mentioned that that's kind of what hurt the business, coupled with Harvey. So you're sitting there, things aren't going well. What's going through your head at that point?
I was going to go do DirecTV for installation.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
a friend of mine talking about it, and then he said either DirecTV, or he said, hey, why don't you come do what we do now, which was Cafe Station afterwards. So he gave me an opportunity, and I took it.
Okay.
So I just dropped everything at CJ's, and I just left.
Right. Okay.
Just like that.
And that's hard for a lot of people because,
You can't, because money they're leaving behind.
yeah. Because you want to try. I've seen a lot of businesses fail where they just run it straight into the ground where they have no option after that. So that's pretty awesome. A lot of people probably wouldn't even go and start their own or partner up after that, seeing their
Partners, people do partner is just to be a lighter load on
Yeah,
financially
yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
But it also could be a good and a bad. It depends on the type of person.
Right.
I mean, just like with you want to work with a partner or you want to work by yourself. Just everyone has preference, so it's okay.
You kind of average out everyone's strengths, right? That's the way I see it. So you come over here, Kray Cray, right?
No, it was Cafe Station.
Catfish Station,
Yeah.
okay. So how did that transition happen? So it was Catfish Station before. I did see that sign out there when I came in. So when was the transition from Catfish Station? You came here and worked at Catfish Station.
We
and
own
then,
it.
Well, you own Catfish Station,
own it.
and then when did it change?
Franchisee.
Okay. And then when did it change over to Kray Cray?
This location changed over in June.
Okay.
In June. Well, technically in March.
Right.
Paperwork, everything was in March, but in June we changed out the signs and everything around Memorial Day weekend. So
Okay.
because Catfish Station to us, it was a good brand,
Yeah.
but I just didn't see it moving forward.
Okay. So Catfish Station's franchise, right? So you're able to swap the franchise, or is Kray Cray its own thing?
Kray Cray is our franchise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Catfish Station was somebody else's franchise. We had to pay for fees and things like that.
Right.
So we decided to do our own franchise.
So you made your own franchise, Kray Cray, which is KC, by the way, K-N-S-E, for crazy catfish, as you said, right?
Crazy crawfish.
Crazy crawfish. Oh man, sorry, I'm messing it up with the catfish there. So you're now going to start this. What are the plans? So you have the franchise. I mean, it's clean and awesome in here. Food's great. What's the plans for the next spots?
For next spots, you need manpower, workers.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just hire anyone off the streets, but it's hard to rely on somebody to run a business for you when you're not here.
Right.
So I mean, you always get good workers and you always get lazy workers and you get bad apples.
Bad apples.
So you gotta weed them out.
We
Try to
have
weed 'em out.
two terrible apples right here.
Yeah, after a couple of beers.
See, that's what I said. You're
Yeah.
trying to get me drunk. So you have to hire the right people, get the right people, because you're going to be hands off.
Yeah, but it's also trusting. You have to trust. You know, if you don't trust, then it's nothing.
Okay. So let's say there's someone watching and they're trying to open up other locations too, having problems with employees. You said it's a thing of figuring out trust, finding the right ones, getting rid of the bad apples. What would be one point of advice that you say in your hiring process, keeping people on? Like, what's the biggest thing that has made you successful having a good team here?
Honesty.
Honesty.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you trust first, and then trust is broken later? Or
You try first.
Try first.
You try.
Okay.
So I guess you could say trust. You trust, you try.
Yeah, trust and try.
So.
But as soon as it's broken,
it's gone.
It's gone. Bye.
It's gone.
Bye.
Adios. Yeah.
No trust, no job.
Yeah, but to open a business, you know, it's all about, I learned like consistency, customer service.
Right.
You know, even though your food could taste mediocre, but your customer service is great, people still gonna come back.
Right.
Now, if your food is terrible and your customer service is bad, I don't see anyone walking through the door.
Right. And even if the food is great, customer service is terrible,
they wouldn't come back.
Yeah. No. So you carry that over.
You have to carry that over.
Yeah. No, I got you. So would you say then that wherever you open up, as a franchise, it has to be pretty replicatable?
Yes, has to.
Okay.
You have some kind of system working for you.
Gotcha,
if it works, then you bring it along.
So would you say Kray Cray is potentially the Cajun food version of Chick-fil-A?
I wouldn't say that.
Is that what you're trying to get to?
Well, Chick-fil-A is a good company. Why not, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Why not?
Why not?
I mean, that's a good system to learn from. To me.
What day are you going to be closed? What's your day?
We close on holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, 4th of July.
Okay.
And Easter. Every other day we open.
And Easter. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
about 6 days.
a lot of fake holidays in there. But
President's Day? No, we open.
Well, you got to celebrate, our nation's commander-in-chief, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. All right. So employees trust their customer service. Let's pull it back to just in general starting a business. You started that meat market. You bought it from someone, right? It was already operational. Let's say someone is going from being an employee, as you were in Louisiana, to starting their own business. Two questions. So first question, how do you get your mind right to make that transition? Because this is tough for people to...
You got to love what you do.
Love what you do.
If you don't, you're not going to work.
Okay. So
let's just say to own a business, you got to put at least a minimum of 70 to 80 hours a week. Yeah. If you don't love what you do, then don't do it.
Got you.
You don't go to work hating it. It's technically true. If you don't love your job or like your job, I ain't going to say love, but like your job, you're not going to do it. You go somewhere else, give you more money, pay you more money, okay, you leave.
Yeah.
If you don't like what you do, you're not going to survive.
That's true. So love your job, love your...
Especially in retail, something like this.
Yeah.
It's so long hours.
Yeah. So love your job because you're going to have to be in this location quite a lot.
Yeah.
Or like. So,
yeah.
All right. So number two. So you got to get your mindset right. That no matter what you're doing, you're going to have to be 100% in it. Number two. I'm sure you learned a shit ton that first year through trial and error. If you could stop a brand new business owner or meat market owner or restaurant owner from making the same mistakes you would, what would be the number one thing that you'd be like, dude, don't do this or do this?
Don't believe all salesmen. All salesmen are liars. I'm sorry, but it's true. Just like a car salesman.
Yeah.
They're talking about, you buy a car before.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I can't go down a private car. You talk to your manager. He'll drop it for you.
Yeah.
So don't believe every rep you say.
So
don't believe every rep.
So if I were
shop around for cheapest things, don't. In quality too, so
Hey man, I hope I did you proud.
Hey man, I'm telling you, man. There's always somebody saying, yeah, we'll beat your price, yada yada, whatever. No.
Yeah, I met CJ and he wasn't exactly in the best of
contracts. Oh yeah, it was you. yeah, you're right. You're like that one. Don't believe all of them. Yeah, you're the one who got me out the electricity thing with Champions. Yeah. I can't stand Champions.
Yeah.
I really don't.
That was me when you had Champion and you were very upset.
I'm very upset. I was deceived by her.
Yeah, we're not gonna make any names or whatever, but
I remember her name too. No,
don't say her name. Let's not drag anyone through the mud. But she clearly did not work for my company at the time. Was someone else. But I hope at least a little bit happier with our company?
Of course.
Okay, sweet.
I mean, you helped me a lot, and I try to scratch your back too. Whatever. It's fine.
Hey, as long as you feed me, I'll.
Hey, whenever you're hungry, stop on by Kray Cray Cajun house.
Kray Cray.
2 locations.
Oh, where's the second location?
Hiram Clark and Beltway.
Okay.
Next to the Shell gas station, so it's Hiram Clark and Beltway.
Okay.
So between South Post Oak and Elmeda.
So we got 2
Yeah.
now. So one of your partners operates that one over there?
No, it's my manager's running another one.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so you got 2 now, and then if you're gonna open another one, where's it gonna go? You think? Pasadena?
No.
No.
We're thinking about Fresno, but we're not too sure yet. Between Fresno.
Fresno.
Is it Fresno?
You mean isn't Fresno a
Is
Dallas
it?
area?
No, Fresno down towards Highway 6.
Okay. Oh,
So
yeah,
it's Highway
yeah.
6, so that's Stafford, or is it Missouri City? I think it's Missouri City.
Missouri City.
Then I think it's Fresno. I think so, somewhere around there.
I feel like there's a whole
By Sienna Plantation.
Sienna Plantation. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty far down.
Yeah.
Man, you want to drive a lot, huh?
No, I stay right there anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So then you'll just like move over there and stop being here?
Nah, I mean, I have to go in circles every day to go to work.
Oh, okay. That's cool. You're just gonna have to get a really fast car.
I do have a fast car.
Well, what are you driving?
I mean, if I drive 90, you drive 90, it's the same thing. I do have a fast car.
that's true. Technically, if you're
Miles
driving,
per hour, I do the same miles per hour as you.
yeah, that's true.
90 is 90, right?
You could be driving a school bus at 90. I don't think a lot of people would be happy about that, but still 90 is 90.
Oh,
right?
man.
All right. Well, anyways, so I didn't even get the so the advice you have would be the advice so far that you have is love what you do. Don't believe everything you say when you're working with vendors.
Yeah, don't believe them, everything they tell you.
Okay. And then internally, aside from employees, work in the location. You're a brand new business owner. Like, what's accounting or something, anything like that, taxes, whatever. Some maybe the book type stuff, the keeping the inventory type stuff, setting up the whole location.
That's a lot of work.
Well, what there were you like, holy shit, I didn't realize that it was going to be like this, and how should it have gone? And what could someone take from your experience aside from calling out all salesmen?
What I learned about this business since then is sales tax. A lot of people don't realize like you have to pay sales tax.
Really?
Yeah, you have to pay sales tax.
Okay.
So everything you collect, all those tax you collect, you have to pay out to the state comptroller. Oh yeah.
So you're telling me people are charging sales tax and not paying the comptroller?
I seen some that did it.
Yeah.
I seen some that did, but I'm saying that what business owners don't realize is that by the time they pay up for the sales tax, they don't have enough funds in there.
Yeah.
Because they didn't use it for like inventory or for other stuff, things like that. They didn't think about, I have to pay sales tax. You do have to pay the sales tax to the state comptroller.
Okay.
I think that's the number one thing. I said number 1 or 2, property tax or sales tax that owners don't realize about when it comes to quarterly or monthly. That's why I hear like a lot of business they lose because of that too.
So man, getting stuck with sales
I mean,
tax.
sometimes let's just say you owe like 20, 30,000 sales tax. Where's your 20, 30 grand? You didn't use your profit. You thought it was your profit, but it's not. It's your sales tax. You thought it was your profit.
Yeah.
By the time they come collect, you can't pay for it because you didn't spend it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what a lot of business owners don't realize.
You have to sell a lot more crawdads to make up for the sales tax.
Oh, way more than that. Yeah.
All right, so aside from we got sales tax. Definitely make sure you pay your sales tax. Definitely make sure that you do your research on your things that you're buying for the company,
Of course.
so on and so forth. Obviously, employees have to be extremely trustworthy. That's your number one there, and love what you do. Okay, so one last thing I kind of want to talk about. Obviously, going back to 2017 when you had to close down CJ's. That whole time from the transition, was there any time that was kind of like a rough point, a dark point where you're like, shit, man, what am I going to do? And how did you get through that?
It was rough the first year because you didn't know what you was doing, like I said, with the sales tax.
Right.
When it hit me for like 30-something, whatever, I'm like, oh, man, where's my money?
Yeah.
So things like that. That's why I learned. But like during that time, it did pretty well for me. And then, like you said, the oil and gas company, they dropped.
Yeah.
A business dropped with it because of layoff at the refineries, and with the layoff, people don't have no money, and the schools, all the schools around there, they try to help whatever they could and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I do deliver across the schools too.
Right. Got you.
Yeah. But
So-
just residential, I never delivered to
I
residential.
got you.
So
So running these two businesses, I'm sure there has been a time where you were like super stressed, super overwhelmed, or any time like that. What would you say like is one of the toughest days you've ever had, and how did you overcome it?
Oh,
toughest days, managing workers.
Yeah. And how do you keep in the pocket and
Well-
make sure everything gets done?
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself?
I have to. I mean, let's just say if I manage both locations,
Yeah.
and my day off over here is Sunday, and then somebody on the other side called off, who's going to go? Your
Right,
manager
right,
or your
yeah,
worker?
yeah.
Your worker's not going to go.
Yeah.
So who goes? The owner goes, which is me. That's why I say you have to love what you do. If you don't love it, don't do it. That's 100%.
100%. So 100% all in. Not to use a poker term, all in.
If you want, hey, let's have poker night.
Poker night. Yeah, I've been trying to come over.
I know.
But you stopped texting me about it. I thought you hated me.
I've been working, man. I got flip burgers.
Yeah. Flipping burgers here? You guys got burgers?
I got burgers here too.
Man, that threw me off. I wouldn't think there was
Hey,
burgers
you
here.
still have food left over, I'm telling you.
Bro, maybe I'll have to get a burger too.
No bread?
No carbs.
No bread.
No carbs are king. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on. I know.
Anytime, man.
I know that it was kind of.
That was 20 minutes?
Yeah, I think it's 20 minutes.
Man.
We'll see.
Do we get paid by the minute or what?
Yeah, I got the.
You
I
paid
got
by
the,
minute?
I got
Okay,
the
okay.
check.
Okay.
It's in my car.
Yeah.
all right, yeah, and I'm gonna text you that address.
I'm gonna go in there and maybe drive away. But anyways, once again, I'm Roger Dupre from Eastwood, and this is Texas Tea. I have.
I'm CJ Tran.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
CJ
yeah.
Tran.
Thank you
Okay.
for not including me at the
Okay,
end.
well,
Thank you.
hey,
Thank
come on,
you.
man. I was gonna call you out. I was gonna say Charlie CJ Tran of Kray Cray, one of two locations, future franchise, best Louisiana comfort food, as I like to call it,
Comfort food, okay, we go with that.
in Houston, Texas. In my view, come on down. Where's the location again?
This location is 9344 Jones Road. The other location is 4160 South Sam Houston Parkway.
And bring your appetite, because this food is cray cray.
Crazy delicious.
All right, brother. Thank you, sir.
Anytime, man.